Hi, I'm Brad Page, the President and CEO of Kennebunk Savings. We are so excited to be celebrating the town of Kennebunk's 200th anniversary. 2 entire centuries of a strong and spirited community is something we should all be incredibly proud of. This year is also Kennebunk Savings' 150th anniversary, and we remain the same mutually owned community savings bank that we were back in 1871. Our past is deeply intertwined with this great community, and as we both celebrate, we look forward to a future of continuing our long-standing support of the town and its residents. We hope you enjoy this presentation.
Early inhabitants of the area, now known as Kennebunk, were the indigenous people who built their homes close to the Mousam and Kennebunk rivers. It was the Abenaki tribe that was believed to have given the area the name of Kennebunk. Various translations throughout the years have suggested the word meant long cut bank, which is thought to have described Great Hill. Early European colonists arrived here in the mid-1600s. By 1820, individuals had come to Maine from many countries to make this their home. Sadly, a number had also come in bondage as enslaved people of color from Africa or indentured servants from Europe. By 1820, Kennebunk's population had grown to 2,145 inhabitants. Kennebunk, once part of the town of Wells, officially separated from Wells that year and incorporated as an individual town. That same year, the state of Maine separated from Massachusetts. Through the 1800s, shipbuilding had become the primary industry along the rivers. In the late 1800s, the shipbuilding industry was surpassed by the tourist industry. With the introduction of the railroad depot in 1873, travelers readily came from larger cities to enjoy the sea air. Hotels sprang up all along the beaches. Later, when automobiles and portable cameras became available, circa 1905, people became more mobile and more willing to explore new sites. New factories were built that produced twine, shoes, and leatheroid containers. Maine's beautiful yet rugged coastline, the unusual design of the wedding cake house, and the beaches all became destination spots. Today, as we ready to celebrate the bicentennial of our official incorporation as an individual town, we acknowledge that we are a blend of all individuals who have called this place home. We are thankful for our diversity and our history with its multiple facets.
Kennebunk's storied history is on display every day in the varied architectural styles that have been preserved in its homes, businesses, and churches. Since creating Maine's first historic district in 1963, the town of Kennebunk has kept an eye to architectural preservation for homes with styles that date back to the early 1700s. The Georgian style is symmetrical and distinguished by many small windows and an elaborate crown over the main door. Also dating back to as early as 1700, colonial architecture features proportion symmetry and is identified by a large center chimney and lack of architectural detail. The Federal period began in the late 1700s, and although the style is square and boxy, it features more exterior details like keystone lintels, which offer horizontal support over the windows and doors. As the name implies, Greek Revival architecture took its cue from classical Greek elements like a temple front and columned porticos. Inspired by the Italian farmhouse villas, the Italianate style was popular in the mid-1800s and is denoted by shallow roofs, arched windows, ornate bracketed eave cornices, and quoins. Gothic Revival architecture brought back elements from medieval English construction. Note the vertical proportions and the crenellations that accent the roof. Second Empire features a dual-pitched mansard roof with dormers, decorative brackets, and quoins. The architectural style known as Queen Anne rose around the turn of the century. This style features asymmetrical design, decorative eaves, bay windows, wall shingle patterns, and porches. Much like Greek Revival structures evoke classical Greece, Colonial Revival architecture showed great affinity for the colonial style. However, Colonial Revival buildings often have exaggerated details that would not fit in a traditional colonial structure. Kennebunk also features historical homes that, due to fire or remodeling, have details of multiple architectural styles. See if you can tell which styles have been merged. A walk through Kennebunk is like a trip back through time. Kennebunk's historical architecture makes it the quintessential Maine town in New England. We hope that you'll find time to visit our wonderful community. For more information on the historic architecture of the town of Kennebunk, read Rosalind Magnuson's Windows on the Past, an illustrated guide to Kennebunk's history through architecture, available at the Brickstore Museum. The Brickstore Museum, since 1936, exploring the wonders of history and the arts in the heart of Kennebunk. 117 Main Street, Kennebunk. 207-985-4802 or www.brickstoremuseum.org.